So, I have some work to do. Yeah, this little kit, my first official purchase on the Z-scale adventure. This is a pretty rough old unit. It's only going to be good in one direction. This really doesn't budge. But it has the original track kit for basically a little oval. It is incredibly dirty. I have ordered a Marklin Z-scale track cleaner and a couple other random tools, more or less, from, wow, I don't remember. I've placed a few orders here in the last few days for various accessories, brushes, cleaners, track cleaners, anything that basically looks like it's a good deal. This particular kit, and this is for enthusiasts, the 8907 kit. From what I've read, circa late 70s. I was born in 72. I believe that's when Z-scale was debuted. So this is almost as old as I am. I really enjoy looking at some of these guides that came with it. I was lucky to find this on eBay. Got the entire kit with, this is the engine and disassembly here, locomotive. I got 2 boxes of track. Look at that price back in the day. That's crazy. These are brand new, unused, 10-piece track sets. I think at least 30 bucks a piece now. Plus another set here with a couple of manual turnouts. Not the electronic ones or electric ones, but that's okay. I'm off to a simple start, so we'll see how this stuff does. I also managed to get my hands on a micro track. This was, wow, 20 bucks back in the day. I think in the 80s, 90s. Anyway, I'm keeping what I can original and new. I'll probably clean this and use this track, but this was a no-brainer to use this Micro Trains track. And we'll see about getting a better power source for it, because yeah, this poor old guy should be in a museum. It's a relic. Okay, so just look at the detail on this little 8800. I wasn't sure when I took these out of the package what was going to be plastic, what was going to be metal, but this is cast metal of some sort, painted, quite detailed. That's the hole for the little release button, so you can take this off and do maintenance. As I mentioned, I was really lucky to get the manual. Has some really fun images. But this starter kit I got, don't use cooking oil. Nope. This starter kit I got had all the original pamphlets and documentation, so loving that.
got started on this journey actually a couple of weeks prior to this arriving. Started doing a lot of research, watching a lot of YouTube videos, looking at various stores and resellers. And within a couple of weeks, I figured out my best bet would be eBay. And there are, I guess, professional sellers out there, storefronts, private collectors, hoarders, I would say in some cases. And then you have the people who find something in Dad's attic, or, you know, cases like that. And, you know, they do a bit of research and figure out what something's worth. They might test it out. They might even post a little video of it actually working. Or they might even say, doesn't work. I read a lot about something called the hard oil syndrome, HOS, that Marklin had. So I guess kits that had initial or original oil in them, oiled up from the factory, maybe not used, sat in the store too long, or weren't used by people that bought them, and I guess it would harden up. So it's apparently quite a pain to clean. I was lucky with this particular guy. I was lucky. I took this apart. It's in great shape. It was well maintained. This is all metal as well. The shroud over the motor is plastic. I've only partially disassembled this, and I mean, seriously, the machining is absolutely crazy. That's a little worm drive down in there on this, I've learned, 3-pole motor, and then there are newer 5-pole motors. Yeah, little worm drive turns the main gear, and then I have a series of other gears I've taken out for cleaning and maintenance. I'll pop those back in. I do have some new brushes coming. I've taken one off, so you can see the comb in there is pretty dirty. Here's the used brush. It's pretty short. Luckily, I do have some history with brushed things from RC cars, from even slot cars. I knew a guy that was into vintage slot cars, and we had to do a lot of maintenance on those. I have cleaning supplies from my other hobby. I have some tools. These little tweezers are great. I have lots of little screwdrivers to take things apart with. Yeah, this is going to be challenging and hopefully quite fulfilling. So let's see how this goes.